I have a question, and this is concerning the Nintendo DS. I'm revisiting this topic because I did some thinking about the review that I gave the DS the last time, and part of me thinks that I was a bit too harsh, that I didn't give the DS enough credit, that I did not take the time to actually sit down with it. I just went straight to the games. So, I have a question. This is for all DS owners around the ages of 18 to 23. What is your take on the DS versus the PSP? And I want you to be completely honest. Another thing that I'm curious about is if anybody knows any current information on the DS Compact Lite. This is a concept design, but it is the next wave of Nintendo DS, supposedly. I like the design. It's interesting. For those of you that do not know, it's about the same size as a Game Boy SP, and it has the controls exposed at all times. What happens is the controls are split up into two quadrants, which pull out like this, and then from then on we have your screen in the center, and it moves up like this. The only issue with that design, from what I've seen in the pictures, is the screen, the top screen, looks so flimsy that I can see it not being very durable. But if the DS, pardon me, I'm trying to find my words. If the pictures tell me anything, it's that there might be the chance of a slightly bigger screen. I'm not betting on it. I'm not getting my hopes up for it. But it might happen. Now, why am I asking about the DS after I've said that I've decided on the PSP? Well, I've been tossing it back and forth, and I'm still leaning on the PSP. But at the same time, people have said you should try something new, and they're right. But a part of me is such a Nintendo fan that I'd like to see things on both sides of the coin. I've seen a couple of my community college friends in the past with a DS, and that's what got me into this question, basically about what appeal the DS might have for an older audience. One of the things I forgot to mention, now somebody who has a DS, if you could correct me on this or back me up. One second. Pardon. Essentially, when you get into something that you don't want to get into, for example, you play your game and you've played it for a while and you're tired of it and you want to turn it off and take a break, but you want to do something else on the DS, like, for example, try a download game, you can, as far as I can tell, you cannot go back to the main menu. You have to turn off your DS and turn it back on, and that is hard on the battery, I believe. But yeah, older gamers, what is the appeal for you with the Nintendo DS? I'm all ears. But like I said, I am still leaning towards the PSP, but I'm trying to get as much input as I can. Christmas is still several months off, and I want to make an informed decision. Though, as I said, I'm still leaning more towards the PSP. Thank you for your input. I apologize if I'm annoying anybody. It's just that I keep coming up with new things all the time. Thank you for your input, and have a nice evening.